Throughout history, some individuals have stood out, not for their might, but for their mastery of something profound, the art of inner power. Unlike force, which relies on control, competition, and scarcity, true power stems from integration, understanding, and harmony. This inner alignment allows life to flow naturally, manifesting joy, abundance, and peace. At the core of this journey lies the concept of shadow work, popularized by Carl Jung. Shadow work is not a simple self-help exercise, but a profound exploration of the hidden aspects of ourselves, the parts we've denied, suppressed, or disowned. It's an invitation to embrace these elements, and in doing so, step into our full potential. Most of us operate in what we call the linear realm of force, characterized by endless striving, competition, and a win-lose dynamic. In this state, we're trapped in a cycle of chasing external markers of success, money, fame, recognition, believing they will complete us. Yet, as many have discovered, these pursuits often lead to a deeper hunger for more, leaving us perpetually dissatisfied. Power, by contrast, comes from a place of abundance. It is not about winning at someone else's expense, but about uplifting oneself in a way that elevates others. This mindset shift begins when we stop externalizing our struggles and instead turn inward, examining the root of our motivations and the forces driving us. Jung's concept of the shadow refers to the parts of ourselves we have pushed into the unconscious. These may be traits or emotions we were taught to reject: anger, vulnerability, laziness, or even joy. As children, we learn to suppress what society or our caregivers deem unacceptable. Over time, these suppressed parts form the shadow. But ignoring the shadow doesn't make it disappear. Instead, it grows stronger, influencing our behaviors in subtle and often destructive ways. It's like a hidden script running in the background, shaping our reactions, decisions, and relationships. The challenge is that most of us remain unaware of this influence, mistaking it for fate. Jung's work emphasizes the importance of individuation, the process of becoming a whole, integrated self. This involves bringing the unconscious into the light of awareness. As Jung famously said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." Jung also identified archetypes within the psyche, which serve as the foundation of our personality. These include the ego, the inner child, the masculine and feminine energies, and the shadow. Each archetype plays a crucial role, but problems arise when one dominates or another is denied. For example, the ego is the mask we wear to navigate the world, the face we present to meet societal expectations. While it serves a necessary function, an unchecked ego can stifle authenticity. Similarly, the inner child represents joy, curiosity, and playfulness, qualities often subdued as we grow older. The masculine and feminine archetypes, meanwhile, represent complementary energies within us. Regardless of gender, both are essential for balance. The shadow, however, is the most misunderstood archetype. It holds the qualities we despise in others, the very traits we've been conditioned to reject in ourselves. Ironically, the stronger our aversion to these qualities, the more they control us. A suppressed shadow doesn't stay buried forever. Over time, it builds pressure, often leading to what we call a midlife or quarter-life crisis. This eruption of the shadow can manifest in destructive behaviors, unexplained emotions, or feelings of emptiness. This crisis is not a sign of failure, but an opportunity, a call to confront and integrate the shadow. Doing so allows us to reclaim the energy we've spent suppressing it, freeing us to live more authentically. True power is not about dominance or accumulation. As Jung and other great thinkers have pointed out, it's about self-actualization, a state of wholeness and acceptance. To achieve this, we must embrace every part of ourselves, even the parts we find uncomfortable or shameful. Full acceptance means acknowledging negative thoughts and emotions without judgment. For example, if jealousy arises, instead of suppressing it, we observe it, understand its roots, and accept it as part of our humanity. One of the most transformative aspects of shadow work is vulnerability. Bringing our hidden selves into the light can be unsettling, not just for us but for those around us. Partners, friends, and family may initially struggle to adjust to this newfound authenticity. However, vulnerability is the bridge to a deeper connection. By expressing these hidden aspects, we invite others to do the same, creating relationships built on trust and understanding. The first step in shadow work is cultivating awareness. This involves observing our thoughts, emotions, and reactions without judgment. For instance, if someone's laziness irritates us, it's worth asking why. Often the traits we dislike in others mirror parts of ourselves we've disowned. Jung described consciousness as the awareness of I am, while awareness is the ability to observe this state. This distinction is crucial. By stepping into the observer role, we gain the perspective needed to integrate our shadow. Another powerful tool in shadow work is surrender. This doesn't mean giving up, but rather allowing ourselves to feel emotions fully without resistance. For example, when anxiety arises, our instinct might be to distract ourselves, whether through work, entertainment, or other coping mechanisms. Instead, surrender involves sitting with the discomfort, feeling it in the body, and allowing it to dissipate naturally. This process prevents the emotion from becoming trapped in the subconscious, where it could manifest as physical tension or unwanted behaviors. As we integrate the shadow, we begin to operate from a higher level of consciousness. This shift moves us beyond the linear, cause and effect mindset into a realm where life flows effortlessly. Goals that once seemed out of reach manifest naturally, not through force, but through alignment. David R. Hawkins' Map of Consciousness illustrates this beautifully. Below the level of courage, emotions like fear, guilt, and shame are destructive. Above this level, emotions like love, joy, and peace are life-affirming. Shadow work helps us transmute lower vibrations into higher ones, fostering personal and collective growth. Embarking on the journey of shadow work can be both enlightening and transformative, but it requires a conscious effort to cultivate awareness and self-compassion. The first step in this process is observation. This involves taking a step back to watch your own thoughts, emotions, and dreams without judgment. Pay close attention to what triggers you throughout the day, moments of irritation, anger, or sadness, and ask yourself why they affect you so strongly. Often, these reactions are mirrors reflecting hidden aspects of your shadow self. Journaling can serve as a powerful tool for this exploration. Writing down your daily observations allows you to track recurring patterns and uncover deeply rooted beliefs or feelings. By committing your thoughts to paper, you create a safe space to process emotions and bring unconscious aspects of yourself to the surface. Over time, this practice helps you identify the connections between your experiences and the suppressed parts of your psyche. Another essential practice is meditation, particularly mindfulness meditation, which helps you cultivate what some call the inner guardian. This neutral observer is the part of you that can witness thoughts and emotions without becoming entangled in them. By regularly meditating, you train your mind to maintain an unbiased, non-reactive state, creating the clarity needed to confront and integrate your shadow. Shadow exercises are also a practical way to dive deeper. Start by identifying traits in others that you strongly dislike. These aversions often reveal qualities within yourself that you have disowned. Reflect on how societal or personal conditioning may have led you to suppress these traits, and begin the process of accepting them. Shadow work is not a one-time process, but a lifelong journey. Each layer of integration brings greater clarity, peace, and authenticity. It allows us to transcend the limiting narratives we've inherited and step into our full potential. In doing so, we don't just transform ourselves. We transform our relationships, our communities, and the world. When we operate from a place of inner power, we become agents of positive change, proving that true strength lies not in force, but in wholeness. The journey of shadow work may seem daunting, but its rewards are profound. By embracing all aspects of ourselves, the good, the bad, and the hidden, we unlock a life of freedom, joy, and infinite possibility. As we shine a light on the shadow, we discover that it was never something to fear. It was simply a part of us waiting to be loved.